What is up? What is up? This is George Cortright, and we back a motherfucking again. Yes, we are back again. This is a mad week. You probably know it. That's why you're tuning in. And as you can see, once again, I'm not alone. I got me a guest, a new guest, somebody that hasn't been on before. His wife has. His wife turned it out. And that, oh, by the way, we have a live audience this time. We rarely have a live audience, and it's my family. So we're gonna see. You're probably gonna hear. I told them to be quiet, but it's gonna be an hour. I bet you hear. I bet you hear them. But who we got here next to me today?
Well, I'm here visiting my nephew from out of town, and as you can see, you know why I'm here, looking at the top of my head right now.
Your name, please, for the audience.
I'd rather not say.
All right, this is my uncle.
His name is Calvin Booker.
All right. Like I said, it didn't take about a minute and 8 seconds before you heard the audience. Like I said, I told them to be quiet, but a minute and 8 seconds into the show, they already breached that contract. So, we got.
It was his wife.
And it was his wife. Once again, that was a minute 28 seconds into the show. Oh, by the way, usually I would introduce my sister because she produces the show. She said she too tired today. She too tired today to do the show. And then I just looked to my left. Oh, she's smirking right now. She's smizing or whatever the hell you want to call it. She looked like the ancient mama bottle right now, but that's all right. We still love her. She didn't want to do the today's show, even though her uncle on the show today. She didn't want to do the show today. What you think about that, Uncle?
I got drafted, and I'm good with being drafted for this.
Yes. All right.
It's about time somebody hear what I want to say.
All right. And that's why we brought him on, because everybody wants to hear what my uncle has to say. Right, y'all? Even though, like you said, he came here for the damn Steelers. Fuck the Steelers. All right, just so you know. All right. So what you been up to, huh? When's the last time you came here? The last time you came here, your wife was on the show. That was about a year ago.
Yeah, in September we were here.
That was September?
September of
last year. What you been up to?
Doing the same thing, just taking it easy, one day at a time.
Retired life.
Definitely.
Living that retired.
And I'm tired.
Life.
Living my best life.
And and that is 3 minutes until the show. Once again, you're hearing the audience. All right. Just living your best life, as we heard. Just retired life. It's all good for you, having a good time.
That's it.
Traveling.
That's it. That's, like I said, I'm here visiting you right now.
Here visiting.
Try to get around to a lot of places and go do a few things, and that's it. Retired.
As you guys know, I am a Phoenix Cardinals season ticket holder, and this weekend they play the Pittsburgh Steelers. My uncle is a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, told him to come out. So I would love to just talk trash to you. I would love to do that, but my team ain't shit right now, so I can't even do that. You know, then he'll rewind this show back and see all this trash you was talking. So I ain't even gonna talk no trash.
I don't need to talk it because you already talking it about your own team.
Hey,
that's trash.
Hey, they
your team.
Yes, my team disappointed me last weekend.
I have nothing to say about them.
We played the Los Angeles Rams. Once again, I'm a season ticket holder. I was at the game. By the first 3 minutes into the third quarter, I said, I'm out. Deuces. I left that motherfucker. I'm like, hey, if my team didn't want to show up to play the game, why should I show up to stay and watch this game? They was getting their ass beat.
Wow.
Yeah, so I left. I
can understand the feeling, though. When it's bad, it's bad.
Yeah, I left the game, went and stopped at Walmart to buy something. I forgot what I bought. But then got home and the game was still on. That's how early I left. The game was still on after I went shopping, and then got home. The game was still on. I live about 30 minutes away from the stadium, by the way.
Well, so I'll tell you what to do this weekend. Don't leave early. Stay at the game so you can see all of it.
Yeah, because most likely it's going to be a tie. Because that's what we do. We end up tying for no damn reason. But anyways, that's what's been up. Well, that was last week. But what else have I been up to? Well, I went to Colorado for a weekend. My alma mater, which is Augustana College, made it to the Division II playoffs for football. So they went and played Colorado State in Pueblo, Colorado. Well, I went to Pueblo, Colorado to see my alma mater play in the Division II playoffs and end up meeting some new people, some of the locals that was there. Went to a bar, some locals here. Then that was like the first night. Went Friday, was there Friday, Saturday, came back Sunday night. By the way, flew into Denver, round trip ticket, $78. $78 from Phoenix to Denver. Oh shoot, gotta go back. $78 round trip. That is amazing for flight.
Who did you bribe for that?
I didn't bribe nobody, man. Dude, it was Frontier. Now, Frontier, they charge you for every damn thing. If I was to carry on a bag, they was going to charge $30. You check a bag, it's $40. So all I did was took a backpack, rolled my shirts up, and then I wore a bunch of stuff. I knew it was going to be cold, so I wore my coat, wore like layers, and then just made sure I knew what I was doing. So I only had to take the backpack that was carry-on, $78, found a SUV rental car for $13 a day, and then I stayed at some shady-ass hotel for like $45 a night. Man, I think the whole trip was like $250. So
you enjoyed yourself.
I enjoyed myself. Once again, I met the locals. drank with the locals, and brought back something that my family ended up liking. They drank pickle shots in Colorado. So every bar I went to, there was like a place had like a thing that had pickle shots chilling behind the bar, and I asked them how they made it. Like per gallon, they pour in like a liter of vodka, and it was good. So I brought it back and I made it. But anyways,
okay.
The next day went tailgating. Didn't know what to expect. Went to the field and ended up just walking around the parking lot until I found some people wearing Augustana stuff. And bang, did the shot skis. For people who don't know what shot skis are, I know my studio audience here can't see these pictures, but it's pretty much a shot on a ski, and then 3-4 people take a shot at the same time with this on this ski. So did that in the parking lot.
Let's back up on this one.
Right here.
I can see what you're looking at, but explain to me how that's working on that ski. Is the shot glass is glued to it?
Yeah, the shot glass is glued to the ski.
Okay.
There's four of them. There's four of them. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody pours a shot of whatever they want, and then they all go up at the same time. Bang.
Well, see, I could see it, but I want to make sure our audience understood what you were talking about when you said the shit.
When they replay the show, which I'm sure they all will, they're going to replay the show, and then they'll be able to see the picture. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't have the technology, being that, as you can see, I'm not at my regular studio audience. I took the show on the road down the street a couple of blocks. And got the live studio audience. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, ladies.
On the move then, aren't you?
Yeah, dude.
All right.
Well, I'm trying, once we get the show up and running like hardcore, so I can have different guests. Me and my sister, aka producer, aka the tired Scrooge somewhere around here. We're gonna go around and be able to like go to people's houses and do the show. Like right now, I'm at my mama's house. I'm at my mama's house now. Don't judge me, but I'm at my mama's house. So we'll go around and do the show. and it just make it more convenient for people. You know, I live way out in the boons for some people, so we go take the show to them, take it on the road, and this be the setup. Got my light, got my camera, bang, we got action.
Oh, okay.
So back to Pueblo. So found the Augustana people, and they were like, "Oh, hey, I have my original jersey on that I wore, that I played, and I was number 22, as you can see from the picture. I'm number 22." And everybody was like, "Oh, you must be Devon's dad."
Oh, that's you on the shot ski, huh?
What? No, this is me with a shot ski right here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right here.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah. So people were like, "Oh, you're Devon's dad." I'm like, "No." I really didn't go through the roster of the team. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. But come to find out, for those of you who don't know about Augustana College in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, there ain't that many black people. There's probably about 5 to 7, 8 black people on the team.
You did say South Dakota, right?
Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
And it gets cold, right?
It gets real cold.
We're not going there.
Man, there's black people in the cold. How many black people in New York?
You said 5.
Hey, this is South Dakota. But black people, why do you think Timberlands is selling a lot? Because that's black people in the cold.
Yeah.
All right, so
I wouldn't go there.
What? See, Detroit? We got people shouting out Detroit. But anyways, not too many black people in Sioux Falls, South Dakota at Augustana College, and I just so happened to be wearing the same number as one of the black guys on the team, so they thought I was his daddy. And come to find out, he is a baller. He's a true freshman from San Diego. One of the coaches right here. One of the coaches, the one that's on the right here that got cut off, he was a running back in Fresno. So he was able to go and recruit some people from California, and that was one of the people from California that he was able to recruit and bring back to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And just so happens, and everybody thought I was his daddy. Like, "Oh, you're Devon's dad." Like, no,
he's a true freshman.
He's a true freshman, yeah, and he was balling. There was a bunch of injuries, so he had to step up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
he must have a good game then.
He was balling out.
Making your number proud.
Yeah, making my number proud. Also want to show this.
Because you're his daddy.
I ain't his daddy. Okay. Just want to show this the picture of Bob. Bob is the equipment manager. He been the equipment manager since I was playing ball. The new stadium that's on our campus is named after him because he donated the money for it. Oh. I forgot how his family got money, but his family got money. And he paid for the stadium. And
he was just working and still got money.
He still, like, Augustana is what he wanted to do. You know, just help the team out, help the program out. And he's still doing it. Said what's up to him. And unfortunately, my team didn't quite win. We lost. But I still had a good time, and after the game, I went across to the bar just to kill time before I called an Uber back to my hotel. And I was going up to the bar to grab a drink, and I heard, "Hey, come over here." It was a bunch of people sitting down at the table, Augustana people, and they called me over. Come to find out, it was the president of the hospital in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Sanford. There's like 2 major hospital systems in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And the president of one of them was there. The basketball coach for Augustana was with them. They all had taken a private jet, the hospital's private jet, to the game that morning. And they called me over so I can have a couple drinks with them. Oh, and the radio people who called the game on the radio, They all took the plane together, came over, and was just waiting until their plane was ready to go back to the airport.
Just because you had your jersey on.
Just because I had my jersey on, and they recognized, and then I told them who I was, and then the radio guy was like, yeah, I remember talking about you a couple times, and this was 20 years ago. So that made me feel good a little bit.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
it has to. Yeah.
And being on the same, just chit-chatting with the president of a hospital who owns a plane. That's money right there. That's a lot of money. So that felt good.
A lot of dead presidents.
A lot of dead presidents. But had a good time. So that's what happened in Pueblo. The following weekend, this is something that me and my family are trying to do once a month. We held a bingo night. It's not technically bingo, it's technically Pokino. Have you played Pokino?
No.
You ain't never played
never
Pokino?
have. Seen it, but never played it.
All right, so this is something we trying to put together once a month and had a great time. Great time because I won some money. I won about 50 or 60 bucks because I had the cards that weekend. And this is playing $1 games. Winning 50 some dollars playing $1 games. I'm in. Not every.
A lot of stamina for $1. You played that many games just to get $50?
No, it was we only played a total of 7 games.
Oh.
But it's $1 a game per card, and then each game had like 4 different ways you could win. And if you the amount of people was about. I'm getting stuff from the audience that reminded me about it. The reason why it was high is because there was about 16 people that played as well. We're trying to get as many people as possible because with $1 you can win more when there's more people. So that's why we're trying to do it once a month and have it. And I had a great time.
My arithmetic was bad, but I see where you're going with it. You didn't explain all of it.
Well, yeah, $1 per card per game, and there's like 4 different ways you can win each time. So you have to do $1 in each game.
Right, I got you now.
So if you had 2 cards playing all the games in that one game, it was like $8 just for your entry.
All right.
So, but anyways, I had a great time. People around me had a great time. They learned about the pickle shots that I found out about in Colorado. Had a good time, drank. Had a great time. So we're going to be doing that. If you're watching this and you want to get in on the next bingo night, holla at me. You know how to get at me. If you don't,
I've been waiting for you to get to the pickle shot.
The pickle shot?
Yeah.
Well, I ain't taking one on camera here.
Oh,
I ain't
okay.
taking
I didn't
one
say
on
that.
camera.
I mean, I was just waiting for you to say it's time to get a pickle shot.
After we do this show, we're going to hit that pickle shot up. And you ain't tried it yet.
That's why why you think I'm asking about it?
All right, your wife already said she don't like it. She don't.
No.
She already turned the nose up to it.
I had some other drinks in the meantime.
All right, but she has some other drinks in the meantime. So that is what I have been up to. Let's get to the stories, and then I'll at the end of this I'll tell you about the movies that I went to see and let you know if you should see them or not. Because you know I am on that AMC movie pass, and I can go see up to 3 movies a week for $20 a month. For those of you who like watching movies, I'd recommend that if you got AMC in your town. All right, what we got here. All right, we're going to have some old stuff. We're going to have some new stuff. We're going to have all kinds of stuff. The first thing I want to talk about, or the first thing I'm going to talk about, is John Legend is supposedly the sexiest man alive. That's what People magazine says. John Legend is the sexiest man alive. I had a picture. I had 2 separate pictures that I was supposed to be able to put on here, but I guess my computer said, no, that motherfucker's too ugly to go on the computer, so I ain't gonna let you show it. So,
He's cute, but he ain't the best. He ain't the.
All right, once again, 20 minutes in, we still got participation from the crowd here, but she said he ain't cute.
I'm sitting here thinking about just what you just said.
All right, well,
And
I'll put it in post, but look at this. You think he a handsome man? You think John Legend a good looking man?
Well, I was going to first tell you don't even ask me that because I got an answer for you, and that answer is I don't have an answer.
You know what? Man, just because it's a man, it don't make you less of a man to be able to judge man, because I know at one point in your life you said, oh shit, Flavor Flav is ugly as hell.
And I still believe Flavor Flav is
Alright,
ugly as
so
hell.
therefore, if you can call the man ugly, you can say a man is good looking or not.
I'm not going over the bridge. I'm
See,
not going over the bridge.
why is that? Why can't you call a man ugly, but you can't say, oh, that's a good looking man? And when you say, and I can say like, hey, that's a good looking man, because I know it's pretty much, you look at him and it's like, damn, he gonna be able to get a bunch of women. That's what a good looking man.
I don't see it from that angle.
You don't?
No.
Because you can't you ain't able to call a man good looking.
There's not a man out there that looks better than me.
Oh really? Oh really? All right.
See now you made me answer that. I tried to stay away from it.
Oh, you tried, but I'm gonna make sure to make some kind of meme to make. I'm gonna put you on the People's magazine.
I gave you
as
an
the
answer.
sexiest man alive.
There you go. That's me. All the way.
All right. Smile for the camera so you can have a nice steal. There you go, and that's gonna be on the magazine cover. We're gonna put, we're gonna make that happen. My uncle is the sexiest man alive.
That's right.
According to him.
That's it.
And his wife has been chiming in this whole time. She didn't chime in on that though. Wow.
I'm too tickled.
Oh wow. All right. So all right. I guess we'll leave that one alone. We'll leave that one alone.
You got my answer.
All right. And speaking of, well, you don't think men are sexy or whatever, but a man that women do think is. All right. So talking about men who women may think is good looking or not. Let's talk about Billie Dee Williams. I just found out that Billie Dee Williams is going to be in that last Star Wars that's coming out this month. He's reprising his role as Lando and all that stuff. Do you like Star Wars?
I've watched them to a certain point, but I didn't go through the whole series. And,
all right. Did you watch the first original 3?
Yeah. Yes, I watched those.
All right. Did you watch the prequel 3?
No.
You didn't watch the prequel 3? And then this...
Anything started going above 3, I left it alone.
All right, so
it's too many to watch.
Yeah. All right, so I watched the original 3 like most people. I watched the prequel 3. That's some good. I like it. It was nice and it's cool. And then they just started doing too damn much when they started doing these new 3. Yep. And this is supposedly the last one.
That's when I stopped watching.
All right.
When one continued to be one.
So. Billie Dee Williams is 82 years old, and he was doing this interview because he's going to be in this movie, the Star Wars movie. And one thing he said in the interview, he said, "And you see, I say himself and herself because I also see myself as feminine as well as masculine. I am a very soft person. I am not afraid to show that side of myself." So he said that in a interview, I think it was with Esquire or something like that, and pretty much media just took that and ran with it. You know, the LGBTQT, LMNOP, DMV, SWV, all those letters and all that stuff, they just took it wild and was like, Billie Dee Williams is saying that
you got to imagine they were going to do that anyway, because as you was reading what he said to me, I was sort of getting in between the lines too, thinking,
yeah.
What does he really mean?
And that's
my opinion.
No, that honestly, it makes sense, because like, why are you gonna call yourself herself if you're a man and you ain't like living that type of lifestyle or whatever? So the media started saying that he is gender fluid. I have to look up what gender fluid means.
What does Webster say about that?
Gender fluidity is people who do not identify themselves as having a fixed gender. So the media just started calling them gender fluid. And so media went all wild and shit
just
like
say they
that.
go both ways.
But that ain't what it. That's not what it.
So they
that's
got
not
a
what it
fancy
is.
name for it now.
No, that's not what it. It's not that gender fluidity doesn't mean
That's just
anything
a
about who
fancy
you.
name for what they are.
No.
They go both ways.
No,
They
that's
flip-flops.
that's not the case.
Okay.
The gender fluidity doesn't matter who you're having sex with. That's not about who
Isn't
you
that
have
what
sex
I'm
with.
saying?
No.
They go both ways?
Yeah, that's what you're saying, but that's not what it means.
Okay.
So you got it wrong. That's what I'm trying to say. And that's what they are. That's where the media got wrong. They're trying to say, "Oh, Billie Dee Williams goes both ways," like you said, and he's like, "All right, what the hell is gender fluidity?" That's what Billie Dee said. No, I'm not gay. And once again, he didn't know what gender fluidity is, but this is what the media was saying. And gender fluidity does not matter about who you're having sex with. So it's this big thing. He's all upset that people think he might be gay because of what he said, and he's just saying that pretty much he's used the wrong words, and he could have just said, "Hey, I'm in touch with my feminine side."
That's what I was about to say. The only thing that he needs to do is know the English language.
What?
If you say it, it is what it is in Webster.
Yeah, but no, what? But yes, it is what it is in Webster. You ain't saying what it is in Webster. That's the thing. And the media just exaggerated upon what he was saying and took it to a point, and he had to come back and say no, because for years and years he used to be the definition of masculinity, Colt 45 and all that shit. Like, oh, he was the John Legend of his day.
Yeah.
The sexiest man.
Mr. Sexy.
Oh, now you're able to call somebody sexy. Oh,
I'm just going by the term. I'm going where you finna say it.
You don't
Mr.
like
Sexy.
John Legend, but you like Billie Dee Williams, huh? That's your type of man, huh?
No. Next up topic. Let's move on to the next topic.
I'm making you uncomfortable.
No, but let's move on to the next topic.
All right.
You know, we only have a little bit of time, so we don't want to stay on one issue too long.
Oh, thanks for telling me how to do my show.
Okay.
All right. Next, what we got is, just want to throw this out here. Speaking, a lot of these are flowing into each other. You know, John Legend, best looking man. Go to Billie Dee. Billie Dee is a part of Star Wars. Star Wars is on Disney Plus. Disney Plus in its first day out. Disney Plus is that new streaming service where all the Disney movies, Marvel movies, Star Wars movies is gonna be on there. It had 10 million subscribers on its first day out.
They own it all.
They own all kinds of stuff, and Disney just know how to make money. Just gonna bring in more money and just do all kinds of stuff. So that is fucking amazing. 10 million subscribers in its first day. Let's move on. Let's talk about one of your favorite people.
No.
We just gonna touch upon this fucking picture that came out the day before Thanksgiving. Trump decided he wanted to tweet a picture of himself as Rocky Balboa. I guess it had no words with this tweet. You guys see this tweet where he photoshopped himself with the boxer's body and all that stuff. This man is going crazy.
Two words.
What's
asshole?
Asshole. Isn't asshole one word though?
Not in my dictionary.
But we know about your dictionary. But anyways,
tell me about my dictionary.
The dictionary of my uncle, since we can't put his name out here. My uncle's dictionary. But this dude Impeachment's coming, all that stuff. Is it actually going to happen? We shall see. The process has started, but is it really going to happen? Only time will tell. We don't know exactly what's going to happen. We just going to have to wait and see what's going on there.
And that's the key word, wait and see. It's going to take too damn long, and we don't have that much time.
We ain't going to have that much time.
And I'm not going to be participating in that much time.
No. Ain't nobody trying to participate in it. You know, everybody knows he done fucked up. He's doing criminal stuff in office. He should be gone. He ain't going to get reelected. But we shall see what's going to happen. In the meantime, Kamala Harris decided she wanted to drop out of the race. I thought she was a decent candidate, but obviously people weren't backing her as much as other candidates because she was saying that she was running out of funds. And that's why she decided to drop out of the race on December 3rd. Did you follow her? Did you understand what she was like going for?
I heard what she said, but at the same time, I think it's just the fact that she knew she wasn't even in the race.
Well, there's a whole bunch of people that ain't there's like 15 or so Democratic motherfuckers that's in the race, and they really ain't in the race.
And they need to drop out too.
Yes, that is true. But I thought she was one of
time to get out.
She was one of the stronger ones, but she still like. She didn't have the backing with the funds to actually do as much as she could. People like Andrew Wang, he ain't going nowhere. A bunch of people, Tim Ryan, and all that stuff, they ain't going nowhere.
So I think that's why she knew it was time to get out because she couldn't run the race. She couldn't. Yes. She didn't have the things to do it with. So let me just leave now.
That is true.
A whole lot of the rest of them should just do that, as I said.
Maybe she'll get picked up as vice president, running mate or whatever. I think Joe Biden said she'd be a nice candidate if he were to win. That'd be cool. All right, let's go back because I haven't been on the show for a while. Tell me about what you think of this Colin Kaepernick.
This last fiasco?
The last fiasco.
And you notice I said fiasco.
Yeah, that's what it was. The NFL set up pretty much a preview of his talent for all these teams. They were going to do it at the Atlanta Falcons field, and about 24, 26 teams were going to come see how he could do, see his arm and whatnot. Yeah. He had wide receivers come, and they was going to showcase. Right. And at the very last minute, he decides he wanted to change the venue because he says that the waiver that they wanted him to sign was pretty much bullshit and he was going to have to give away too many rights. So he ended up changing the venue to a high school, a local Atlanta high school, and only 8 teams ended up showing. Went from 24 or 26 down to 8. And it just seems like he pretty much just threw in the towel with his chances of getting back to
I wouldn't NFL. Say that. He proved a point again.
Oh, and what's the point that you think
he's not a member of the NFL at that point, that time, and they already trying to dictate to him what he should do.
That's right.
That's why he said, I'm not going to do what you want me to do. Mm-hmm. I'm not in the NFL. You've blackballed me from being in the NFL, but you're going to tell me how to run my situation. This is my thing to do this workout for the NFL teams. Then you're going to tell me, well, I have to have it, but I don't play in the NFL. I understand where he was coming from on that.
All right, and I understand
but
why he still ain't got no job.
Well, yeah.
Because if I'm giving you a chance to showcase your skills in front of my organization, say I'm the NFL. I'm the NFL. Yeah. I'm giving you a chance. You do things my way. If you don't want to get in, all right, shit, you ain't gotta get in. Well, and pretty much that's what it is. You're gonna do things my way.
He got people to film his workout. He don't need the NFL to film his workout.
Right.
His workout, after he do it, he can give it to any team that he want to give it to. It's up to them whether or not they want to use him.
But he was still given the opportunity. He was given the waiver prior to that last day because he he changed the venue and did all that stuff the last minute. He had the chance to go in and discuss, negotiate some of the terms of the waiver in order to have his day at Atlanta.
That's the part of it that I didn't like that he did wrong. He waited too late to bag out.
Yeah, and
to me that's not. And that wasn't too smart.
You doing that shows that you ain't really committed to what we're trying to do, and I think you just squandered your opportunity. It was a opportunity squandered. I was looking forward to seeing him possibly get on the team because I know he's able to play still.
Oh, yeah. He can play.
He's better than a lot of these like backup quarterbacks that's out there. But if you're gonna bring that type of attitude to the organization, we don't need that shit.
Well, one thing good came out of it. Mm-hmm. One of the receivers that he was working out with got picked up by an NFL team. Yeah, I don't know which team it was, but they got picked
the Redskins.
Got picked up by an NFL team. So something good came out of it.
Yes. Not for Colin, but for somebody else. And like I said, I've been gone on a hiatus. So there was another major fiasco that happened in the NFL while I was gone, and it has to do with these mofos. The helmet slanging Myles Garrett and Mason Rudolph fight. Who you think created that problem? You saw it. The quarterback for the Steelers got his helmet ripped off by, was he a linebacker or a down lineman, defensive lineman?
When you say created,
who created the problem?
There's a lot of people that can be blamed for the problem.
The quarterback got his helmet ripped off, and then his helmet swung towards him and hit him in the head, as a matter of fact. He got hit in the head with his own helmet by a motherfucker who ripped it off.
Here's what the whole problem is. They lead the league in penalties.
Who's they?
Cleveland do. That tells you what kind of organization that they're running when they lead the league in penalties because they're doing stupid stuff anyway. That goes back to the coach.
Oh, so you're saying that the coach is the whole problem?
Gotta be. When you lead the league in penalties, you're not disciplined.
Not disciplined. All right. The Steelers lost 21-7 on fight night is what I wrote down.
Well, that's what it was.
On fight night, Steelers lost 21-7. They had a rematch 2 weeks later and won 20-13. But
don't know who won the match, but it was a fight.
Myles Garrett suspended indefinitely, so it was for the rest of the season. I think that's enough. Bring him back at the beginning, but that type of shit should not be allowed in the NFL. Slanging your helmet or slanging anybody's helmet, using a helmet as a weapon in the NFL should not be tolerated at any.
I would say he's got to be suspended for an entire football season. So
for all next year.
Entire season. He didn't finish part of this season. Then you count the other part that that was left. So next year, that'll be about September, October again. So, but it'll be a full year. He needs a full year of suspension from the NFL, not just the rest of this season. That's what I think he deserves for what he did, and that's getting all easy.
All right, that's
getting all very easy for what he did.
I don't know about that. Speaking of suspensions, did you hear about this one? The 49ers radio guy, Tim Ryan.
Here we go.
The color commentator for the San Francisco 49ers was suspended for comments over Lamar Jackson's skin color. He pretty much stated that Lamar Jackson is good at handoff fakes because his skin color is...
Let me stop you right there before we get too far deep into this. I'm so tired of this woo-hoo sensitive back scratch that whatever you say something, everybody taking it so personal and it's going boo-hoo-hoo-hoo. We need to stop that. You can't say nothing now unless somebody want to make it a black-white issue. This is not a black-white issue.
Technically, it is a black-white issue if he says something about somebody being black. So let's finish. What Tim Ryan stated was that Lamar Jackson is good at handoff fakes because his black hand, like such, is the same color as the football. So therefore, it is easier for somebody to think that he still
can
has
hide
the
the ball
football.
better.
Yeah, he can hide the ball.
Plus
Somebody
the
might-
uniforms are dark too. So.
All right. I think
Whatever.
that day they were wearing black uniforms. Their normal colors are purple and black.
Yeah.
But he stated that on the radio, and social media some people in social media called Tim Ryan a racist. Some stated that he was just dumb. Some of his teammates were backing him, but he is suspended for this next weekend's game.
Once again, there was an individual that's supposed to be educated, used the wrong terminology by describing somebody. That's all he did wrong. He could have said the skin, the color of his skin would have sounded better than his black skin.
Well,
We're back to that one word again.
It's pretty much what he said. It's pretty much.
But he said black. He said it's black skin. He didn't say the color of his skin.
All right, here's the quote. He's really good at the fake, but when you consider his dark skin color with a dark football with a dark uniform, you could not see that thing. That is the quote. So he said dark skin color. Here's my thought.
It's all wrong.
You think that's wrong? Audience, you think that's wrong?
Well, I didn't say I didn't think it was wrong. What I'm saying is,
I think it's wrong. I think it's a slight way of trying to talk about you. I think it's a slight way of saying that you know what? You know what I'm saying?
For me, I don't think. Well, it's pretty much what you state. You cut me off and stated. People are just sensitive as a motherfucker right now. To be absolutely honest, what he said is absolutely honest. You just can't say that shit right now.
That's what Richard Sherman said.
You can't talk about people's skin color in this climate right now. But honestly, yes. My hand, if you look like this, my hand looks like a goddamn football. So therefore, somebody could confuse it with a football, and
he did not word it properly.
He didn't word it properly, but yes, black people's skin are similar to the same color as a football, so therefore it could be mistaken as such. So you ain't supposed to say it, but it's really the fucking truth. So it's unfortunate. But yeah, and because he was stupid and said that, and you can't say shit like that right now, he got suspended.
Well, since we're talking about football, how about this fool from Arizona?
Ooh, are you talking about
Mr. Shaw?
Josh Shaw?
Yes. Yes.
Josh,
that guy.
Josh Shaw. Once again, where are you at? Oh, damn. Oh, there he is right there. This guy right here. All right. Suspended through next season. Now, this guy is suspended through all of next season.
2020.
The rest of the season and through all of next season. This is a defensive back for the Arizona Cardinals, my team. But he hasn't played at all this year because he was on injured reserve.
And getting a free check.
Pretty much in getting a free check.
Every month.
He is suspended because he got busted betting on NFL games. Yes, you cannot do that. If you're an NFL player, you can't bet on NFL games. If you're a Major League Baseball player, you can't bet on Major League Baseball because Pete Rose did the same
tell him
shit.
how he got caught.
He got caught because he was smart as a motherfucker. Not really. He was at the Caesars Sportsbook in Las Vegas and placed a 3-game parlay. That means you win all 3 of the games with the spread, you win a bunch of money. Well, he went up to the gate and identified himself as a NFL player. He let them know that he was an NFL player.
Very smart.
So the people at the cage or whatever, the people pretty much reported him to the NFL. The fucking worst part.
He lost the parlay.
No, that's not the worst part that he lost the parlay. Is that as a Arizona Cardinal, he bet against the Cardinals.
Yes. Yeah, that was the worst part.
Yeah.
We'll put the losing the parlay in between there, but he did bet on his own.
He bet against the team. He bet against the team he plays for, and he lost that parlay, and he lost his job. This guy just ain't smart, and it just seems like he just didn't know the rules, which means he's dumb. Because who doesn't know about Pete Rose?
He's not dumb. He's just not smart.
He was insulted.
That sounds like. All right, he's ignorant.
Yeah, he's in between.
Yeah, well, ignorance is just a lack of knowledge. So, but it just sounds like a worse word.
We'll put him in between dumb and
dumber.
Dumb. We'll give him a. Yeah.
All right, but yeah, that guy not smart.
No.
Ignorant as fuck.
No.
And he's going to be out all of next year.
I couldn't even comprehend why he would do something that stupid.
It's just silly. It's just silly, man. Let's stick on football-related stories. Do you know Terrell Pryor? You remember Terrell Pryor?
He got stabbed this past week or something?
Yes. Terrell Pryor got stabbed with a kitchen knife and lost 3.5 liters of blood. And for people who don't know, the average male has about 4.5 liters of blood in their body. But he got stabbed and lost 3.5 liters. Allegedly, he was stabbed by his girlfriend. Where's she at? Bang.
Allegedly.
Decent looking lady. But those good looking ladies are crazy as a motherfucker, huh? And all right.
Why would you?
The story.
Yeah, back to the story.
All right. And this is alleged what I read. So I don't know why, but his lady and I think it was 2 or 3 of her friends were shouting at him from outside of where he was at, his home, apartment, condo, where he was at. They were shouting for him, and he was in there. It's like, hey, just leave. You know, I ain't trying to be bothered. Just leave. For some reason, they came in. They was able to he let them in, trying to like calm them down, tell them to go.
She brought her posse.
She brought her posse. She was
to the house.
She was already on some shit. She yelling from the outside with her girls.
Yep.
With her girls, probably Vaselined up. Yeah. So they
meant business.
Mistakenly end up letting them in, thinking, hey, talk him down. They'll leave because he's probably getting embarrassed because they loud talking outside of where he at, and let's try to get them to go. Well, one thing led to another. She grabbed a kitchen knife, stabbed him over his left pec. That's what they said, over the left pec. Barely missing a major artery, and stabbed him on the side as well. So he got stabbed twice. He was near death. Her name is Shalaya Briston. He was near death, and let's see. Yeah,
but I hadn't heard. Is he doing okay?
He is gonna live. He is
That's
gonna
a miracle
live.
right there.
She in jail?
She has been in jail. I didn't get all her information about whether she's gonna be like her bail and all that stuff. But yeah,
she'd be high. Attempted murder.
Yeah. Stabbed about. Oh damn! I forgot to write that down. But yeah, it's attempted murder and attempted manslaughter or something like that. So yeah, that. Whew.
Well, you know, she'll have her lying friends there testifying in her behalf.
Oh yeah, like he tried choking me and choking her and choking everybody, and
somebody's gonna do it.
He actually picked up the knife first, but we were able to take the knife from him and stab him.
Somebody will tell a lie.
Yeah. So
instead of just letting it go the way it's gonna go.
We'll see how that pans out. Speaking of motherfuckers doing bad things and getting away with it, the George Zimmerman.
Oh, here we go again.
George Zimmerman. All right, as you can hear, we have fans of George Zimmerman in the crowd. That's sarcasm. ain't he?
Let me say it up front. He lucky to be alive.
Yeah.
Yes. A lot of people say he's lucky to be alive, and even like major people like Jay-Z is talking about how there's so much black on black crime all over the country. Why is some of that crime not directed towards motherfuckers like George Zimmerman who do stupid shit like this? Well, the latest with him is he is suing the family of Trayvon Martin for more than $100 million. He claims that he was the victim of a conspiracy along with a malicious prosecution and defamation. He faced charges of second-degree murder and manslaughter, but was acquitted when he shot Trayvon Martin. What was that? The stand your ground rule in Florida was able to get him off. But now he's saying that the key witness, the one that the person that Trayvon Martin was on the phone with prior to the whole incident, he's saying that the person who went to the stand was not actually the person that was on the phone.
Right.
So he's trying to say
that's what he said.
Yeah, that's what he says. That's the conspiracy. That's what part of the conspiracy. And then that.
But he got off. So
he got off.
So people are saying, if you got off for the crime that you did, why are you coming back looking at something that doesn't matter right now? It's got to be about money.
Well, it's gonna be about money because one thing that I do kind of like agree with, and that's just because if I got off for whatever crime, whether I did it or not, motherfuckers keep saying that I did, doesn't make me look good. That defamation thing.
That's what he's filing it on. Defamation of character.
Conspiracy along with malicious prosecution.
Conspiracy.
No, well, I'm talking about the mistrial thing. Well, using the wrong witness.
He's looking for a loophole on that.
Well, he's trying to throw a whole bunch of stuff and hope something stick. And
that's it.
Yeah, that's what he's trying to do.
The only thing he's got that doesn't make sense is defamation. Now that's he can forget that.
But anyways, the beloved George fucking Zimmerman it's all. Some people don't understand sarcasm. Some people don't understand that. All right. Speaking of motherfuckers who do crimes and are stupid, there's this guy. I want to make sure you see this picture. This guy right here. All right, a man with a crime pays, not a crime doesn't pay, but a crime pays tattoo on his forehead was arrested recently. He was in a car chase, and this is an Indiana man. He was in a car chase. He fled the scene, and that was on a Friday. He got arrested on Tuesday because the cops and the media put his picture out. Hey, we're looking for this guy. He has a crime pays tattoo on his forehead. He also has a Playboy tattoo on his cheek. Like I said, he was in a vehicle chase with the cops. He ended up fleeing on foot, and they were able to find him because they plastered his picture on the media. Because
he can definitely hide that.
Crime pays.
He definitely can hide that.
Yeah.
You know.
But some people are just stupid.
I can't see a white dude walking around with his whole face wrapped up. That's going to draw attention too. So,
crime pays. I want to say, do you still believe that? Do you still believe that?
See, he should be on another show that says things stupid that people do. That was stupid.
It was
when
stupid.
He put that on his forehead.
That was it's stupid as hell just to have it to begin with. But these motherfuckers, man. Let's see what's next. What's next?
That's somebody's son.
That is somebody's son. Somebody's son.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this thing that pissed me off the other day. All right, I do a little bit of sports gambling and whatnot. You know, I do. I was watching this game, or just paying attention to this game the other day against the Rockets and the Spurs.
My team.
Oh, the Spurs your team?
Yes, sir.
All right. They ain't doing so well this year. So therefore, I put money against them. The Rockets are doing pretty well. Put money for them. Well,
how did that work out for you?
That worked out horribly because the dumbass refs. All right. So scenario: James Harden steals a pass, goes and dunks the ball, bang through the hoop. But because he dunks the ball so hard, it comes out of the net and goes back on top of the rim. The refs did not count that dunk. They said that, oh, you missed the dunk.
What?
It went in and came out of the rule is as long as it clears the net, it's a point. If somebody does a jump shot and it hits the net and pops out of the net before coming through the bottom, that doesn't count.
It's got to clear the net.
This dunk came through the net, came out, and went back on top of the rim. So it cleared the net, but it just happens to go back on top of the rim. They did not count that point, those 2 points. The game goes into overtime. So therefore, if they would have had those 2 points, they would have won by 2 points.
Make a long story short, San Antonio won.
And the San Antonio Spurs end up beating the Rockets. So therefore, I lost my money. It's not right. So right now, the Rockets are still protesting to the NBA for that game. And they're trying to say...
They're talking about having them to play that portion of that game, which has not been done but once.
Yeah, it has been done. It's been done once. But some people are saying they should just be given the game because if you technically add up all the scores, they won by 2 in regulation time. But they're also just protesting, hey, let us replay that last 7.5 minutes and see what happens.
Yep. Reset the clock to everything that it was.
Yes. So that happened out in the world.
I don't think it's going to happen, though.
I don't think it's going to happen. Just because if you think about even like missed calls, refs miss calls all the time.
Right.
Refs miss calls.
Right.
It hurts me because I lost money on it. But refs miss calls all the time. There's those like the last postseason in the NFL where the Rams and Saints people,
right,
and the Saints, the city of New Orleans, were trying to sue the NFL or the refs or something because they missed a call, that pass interference call. So it's not going to get replayed. Nothing's going to happen with this.
I don't think so either.
If it get replayed, would you get your money back? Would you win?
I don't know. Oh. I do not know if it was replayed.
I doubt that very seriously. That the bookie is going to give you that money back.
It's probably long gone. One of the last things I want to talk about is there's a big fiasco right now with a Peloton commercial. The Peloton commercial is a white lady getting an exercise bike for Christmas from her husband. People are all up in arms talking about, so this is how you're supposed to do Christmas, and you're supposed to give your wife something so she can exercise and look good and whatever. People are upset about this damn commercial. People are just, no matter what you do, people are going to be pissed off about it. Don't people give people presents even if it's exercise shit?
Yes.
If I remember correctly, I bought my wife a treadmill for Christmas.
Oh, no, you didn't? Oh, no, you didn't. You better not say you have bought your wife a treadmill.
I said if I remember correctly.
Oh, no, you didn't. What you trying to say?
Like you said, I bought her what she wanted.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's what she wanted.
But people are all upset, thinking that's like
an insult or something.
An insult, chauvinistic. It just shows bad faith. It's like so masculine to buy your wife, something so she's supposed to look better and all this stuff. It's just a bunch of bullshit. Shut the
another
up.
One of these sensitive issues.
Sensitive.
Backroom cleaning pots and pans.
Yeah, it's bullshit. It's a bunch of bullshit. It's just a simple ass commercial about somebody enjoying a product. What else they supposed to do on a damn commercial show? Like, oh, I don't want that shit. Is that what she was supposed to say? Smack her husband?
Did they not see the end of the commercial where the lady really appreciated?
Yeah, the lady appreciated the damn gift, but this little fiasco ain't over, and people are actually using
I keep
this.
saying people are too sensitive.
So, Ryan Reynolds, an actor, people know him from like Deadpool and other movies and shit. He is the creator and owner of a gin called Aviation Gin. Well, when people started making a big fuss about this Peloton commercial, he ended up taking the actress from that commercial and putting her in a commercial of his own where her and two friends are sitting around drinking gin and pretty much pretending like this is the aftermath of that commercial. So they're like, hey girl, you're safe with us.
Oh, it sucks.
Yeah. The damn commercial ain't that cool though. But yet they're trying to play off this little social media backlash and whatnot. But it's a joke that just doesn't really hit. So for those of you, I'm going to try to post that on my Facebook page so you can see the commercial. So they took the Peloton actress and pretend like she was in the same character, but use it for the Aviation Gin. Not the joke does not hit. Yeah, she's earning money on the Peloton. She's earning money on the Aviation Gin. She getting that money. But anyways,
Money on money makes money.
Everything is about money, baby. Everything's about money.
Them dead presidents.
All right. And we are coming to the end, so I am going to talk to you about these movies that I saw. One of the movies, last movies I've seen.
Well, I'm going to say peace out on the movies.
Well, just listen.
Well,
Just sit there and listen.
I'll be back before he gets through. Just hold your horses, and I'll be back before we. But you can go on and start.
Nature calls.
Yes, it is.
Last 5 minutes.
I didn't take no break when I took this.
All right, we are back, and let's continue on to these movies. The first movie I'm going to tell you about is Countdown. This is like a thriller, horror type movie where it's about this, like some teenagers download this app where it tells you how, like, when you're going to, like, die. So it's just like a little countdown. Some people, it says like 35 years, 5 days, and stuff like that. And then some people says 12 hours. And so no matter what you do, if it comes down, you can try to prevent it. It's gonna happen. So this little horror movie, it was just a little cheesy. It was like no famous people in it. Horror movies these days usually don't have to have famous people in it. But I liked how it was put together. It was cheesy. It did its point. I think it was cool enough to tell people to go watch. I appreciated it. But
So it's a movie about people having their lives coming to an end based on how much time they got left.
yes, and no matter what you do, it's gonna happen. Even if you try to, it's called Countdown.
Is it just random people or people that know each other?
It's a movie. It's like friends, then
That's
other people
what I mean, okay.
connected, then people who found out that these people, you downloaded it too. It says I'm about to die too. Shit like that.
Okay, so it's
yeah.
friend to friend.
Ish.
Basically.
Ish. The next movie is that latest Terminator Dark Fate. I wasn't going in with high hopes on this one because, Terminator, it's run its course, right? Wrong. This has some nice action. I fucking loved it. It kicks ass. For people who like the other Terminators or you just like sci-fi movies, you like action movies, This is a good movie. I absolutely liked it. Terminator, Dark Fate. Go watch it. It's cool.
I'll take your advice on that one because I do like Terminator.
Man, so it's cool. I thought, oh, you bringing back Arnold Schwarzenegger? It's going to be cheesy. Wrong. Actually, right. It was cheesy, but it was still cool. It was still cool.
A good movie.
It was a good movie. The action sequence and all that stuff, cool. Next movie. When I went to Pueblo, Colorado, I had some time to kill because I just got sick of watching football on Sunday because my team got their ass whooped. So I was just done with watching football, so I decided to go to theaters, watch a movie. I went and saw Playing with Fire. This is a family-friendly movie about smoke jumpers and all that stuff with John Cena as the main character. Okay. Keegan-Michael Key is in it. This is one of the worst movies I've ever fucking seen in my goddamn life. It was just cheesy, beyond cheesy, beyond cheesy.
Cheap cheese at that.
Cheap cheese, the comedic timing, the jokes, the just effort, most everything.
And Key was doing the jokes, right?
Everybody was doing what they call was jokes. It was fucking horrible. You can watch it if you want. But don't say I didn't warn you. The next one, Harriet. I went to see that with my mom and A.T. If you haven't seen the pictures of us at the movies, put it up right there. But Harriet, I wasn't expecting too much on this one. You know, I'm not into like all those slave movies. I haven't watched 12 Years a Slave. I haven't watched any of those like newer slave movies besides Django. Really haven't paid attention.
Wait, Django? You put Django in that category?
It's about slaves?
It is about slaves.
It is about slaves. And because it's a different type of slave movie.
But it was about slaves. Slaves were in it.
That one movie, I did watch I forgot his name. It was about one of the major black dude that led a revolt against slaves or whatever.
Nat Turner?
Nat Turner. I watched that movie.
Yeah, Nat Turner was a bad man.
I did not like how that movie just like flowed. I didn't like the little symbolism things and all that stuff. But Harriet, I enjoyed. I didn't like the little the symbolism things, a little bit about it, but overall it was a good movie. I absolutely appreciated it. The acting was cool. Usually in those they got some like over the top or slave type shit. It wasn't all like that. I absolutely appreciated that movie. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
It's worth seeing. All right, and in breaking news, they just caught a man who tried stealing a wheelchair from a woman on the light rail in Phoenix. We had to pause to get this story coming fresh in. This dude, Austin Sherbutt, they kept calling him Sherbutt.
He keep doing what he's doing. He's going to be somewhere where they don't want his butt.
Because they said he's going to be facing a slew of charges. Austin Sherbutt going to be charged with robbery, attempted kidnapping, and assault. But pretty much he was on the light rail and he just started pushing this lady, unlocked her wheelchair, and started pushing her off so he can steal the damn wheelchair. What the fuck you gonna do with the damn wheelchair? This is an able-bodied man stealing a wheelchair from this lady who was giving a fight to him, but he ended up taking the wheelchair, got out of the light rail, but luckily the people on the light rail came to her defense and like jumped him, like pushed him off, got her wheelchair back. He went running. They caught him on camera, and now he got busted. Austin Sherbutt is busted. That is busted.
Now let me tell you about him.
He's an asshole.
He's
an asshole.
Well, he's in a situation where it really don't matter. Because if he that low, he real low. He ain't got nothing. So
he ain't had shit.
Low can you go?
But
he's so low you put toilet tissue on the floor and he can still swing his feet.
Yes. This man, he got busted though. He done. All right, got two more movies for you, and then we got second to last is A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. This is that Tom Hanks as Mr. Rogers. This was not what I was expecting. I thought this was a movie about Mr. Rogers, pretty much his origin story, about how he came about and all that stuff. No, this was actually based on I think it was a Rolling Stone, an Esquire magazine article that was written about him. Just pretty much that the character that he plays on TV isn't really a character. That's who he is.
That's what they always say.
He is just a nice
that's
dude
who he was.
Who cares about children and wants them to learn. And this was like the dude that interviewed him just was like, "Come on, man, what's this about? Why are you using these puppets and whatnot?" And he was like, "Hey, I love everybody. Everybody's not perfect. I have anger issues, but I just calm it down, and then I proceed."
Yep.
So
I just recently saw an interview with his wife,
Uh-huh.
And she was talking about that, and she pretty much stipulated what everybody been saying. That's who he was.
Yeah, that's who he is.
It wasn't an act. It was truly his demeanor.
Yeah. So this wasn't like his origination, all that stuff. It just shows about who he is, and that it's genuine. What you saw and what you heard, that's genuine. So and it was kind of showed in a different type of way. It was kind of showed in a Mr. Rogers way. The little pieces that were like going on his show and all that stuff, and like the way he did his show. The movie was kind of set up kind of like that to get the whole feel of it. It was all right. It was decent. If you like Mr. Rogers, you like nice people, bang, go check it out. Last but not least, me and my sister went and watched Frozen 2 a couple days ago. It was Frozen 2, man. You seen Frozen?
Is that a good cold or a bad cold?
If you like Frozen 1, you're going to like Frozen 2. If you didn't like Frozen 1, you ain't going to like Frozen 2. What you expect is a Disney movie's got songs and shit. One of the songs reminded me of a different song. They really ripped this damn song off. I hope it ain't one of the ones that's gonna get like some kind of Oscar or some shit, because it was ripped off the Karate Kid damn song. Y'all know what I'm talking about if you know what I'm talking about. But it was Frozen 2. Okay. That's what it was. But anyways, this has been our show with a live studio audience. Give it up for yourselves, our studio audience. This has been my uncle, and I am George Cortright. We doing things. We gonna be doing better things. Keep watching, because we gonna keep doing things. Thank you for showing. We out.
Peace.